Yo, what's going on, my people? It's your boy Chris, and I'm back. So, I have a topic today that I've been wanting to touch on for a bit, and I definitely have spoken about this in chunks in previous videos, but never fully made a whole video on the topic of if you should or should not draw every day. And this may be a little bit more on the, I don't know if it's a controversial or hot take. I don't necessarily think it's a hot take, but I know I've gotten results, and it's like, from what I've experienced, I think, hey, just sharing kind of what I know, maybe this will at least kind of convince some folks that, hey, maybe you should try this and just stick with it for a bit and see how you feel. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? You don't want to do something that ultimately doesn't work for your learning style or doesn't work for your lifestyle. But yeah, should or should you not draw every day, right? Now, I'm just going to start off by saying, listen, off the bat, it's going to depend, of course, right? And that's probably the answer that everyone expected. It's going to depend, but if you're watching this video, odds are you probably should be drawing every day. That's my opinion. Most people I know that have watched my channel at large, they're coming to my channel primarily, from what I've seen, for motivation. They want to see my progress, and likely they're artists and they want to progress in their journeys too. That's just the assumption based off of the demographics that I've seen, the comments that I've seen, and kind of the community engagement. That's what I've gotten, is that, overall, this is like a learning community. We kind of are all here to learn together. With that being the case, as an artist, if your primary goal is learning art, 100% you should be focusing on drawing every day. Now, before you crucify me for this take, I do think the amount of which you draw every day, I think I may have a different take than like maybe a professional art. Maybe I don't, right? Maybe this take isn't that hot, but you shouldn't be focusing on like trying to draw for long periods of time every day. If you can hit every day, you're going to see insane mileage if you just do 5 or 10 minutes a day. 5 or 10 minutes a day. People don't think that small gains matter, but I'm telling you, man, those small repetitions over time add up tremendously. And it's hard to look and see your day-to-day progress and see little to no progress, because then you'll just convince yourself that, yeah, I'm not improving, right? It's easy to get like that, but again, you have to kind of stay focused on the bigger picture, because again, you're not seeing the micro progressions in your art, when you're looking at it from a microscope. But I promise you, fast forward a month later, 2 months later, and you've been doing it consistently every day, you're going to see improvements. I've seen it from the most beginner of beginner artists all the way up into the professionals. If they do these 30-day challenges, 30-day chunks, I'm sorry, man, I'm hard pressed to believe that you don't get better after you do something like that. And then you just keep on doing that month after month after month. Dude, of course you're gonna get better. So I 100% think it's all about lowering the bar when you're attempting to draw every day, right? Don't set this expectation that the drawing needs to be perfect, that it needs to be coherent, that it needs to be right. It doesn't need to be any of that. The only criteria for you drawing every day is that you put something down on the canvas. That's literally all I feel it is. Don't make it more than what it is, because once you start making it more than what it is, oh, it's not good, oh, I just don't like what I put on, or I have art block. Like, even with art block, right? Again, if you are struggling because you can't generate ideas, go back to the fundamentals of fundamentals. And I don't mean yeah, sure, draw cubes, boxes, squares, all of that, but I mean, draw just shapes. You know what I'm saying? Draw shapes. It doesn't need to be coherent. You know what I'm saying? Or if you have art block in a different sense, where it's like, you don't know how to add on to a piece you may have been working on, then draw some of your comfort stuff, like draw an OC that you really enjoy drawing, or draw some fan art that you really enjoy, right? Comfort art, I promise you, does so much for the brain, so much for the soul. You have no idea. I do it all the time. I don't share a lot of my comfort art because it's like, number one, it's in my sketchbook, and number two, it's not for y'all, it's for me. That's how I feel. I feel like you should create art for yourself, and then you can also create art for others, right? But primarily, a lot of art that I make is for my projects, but the art that I make for me, I want it to be for me, kind of a thing. Me and like maybe a select few friends, right? But that aside, comfort art is huge, right? So if you just drawing every day and it's like you're just doing the thing that you enjoy drawing every day, that's fine too, as long as you're doing something every day, right? Now, again, this is primarily for artists on this channel, because a lot of you guys are trying to improve your art skill. Obviously, if you're just a hobbyist, then no, you don't need to draw every day, because improving is not the main enjoyment factor of it. Doing it is the enjoyment factor of it, right? And it should stay that way if you're a hobbyist, right? So yeah, that's kind of my opinion. It's not a super, I guess, astronomical hot take like maybe the way I thought it was, but I do agree with the sentiment of drawing every day. I don't think it's necessary yet. Technically, it's not necessary. but do I think you'll see probably more gains if you do? Yes. And another thing too, another way to make it easier is to also have other activities that take you away from the canvas. For instance, if you play a sport, or if you go to the gym, or if you hike a trail, or if you go on a walk or jog, those kinds of activities help stimulate your creativity, and it makes it so much easier to get back to your drawing board and draw some stuff. Like you'd be surprised what a 15, 20, 30, even hour-long walk will do for your brain when you just allow it to rest and stimulate its ideas the way it was intended to do, without having to, like, you know, put any pressure on it. Dude, you come back and it's like, yeah, you're super refreshed. I've always found that to be the case for me. So it's a lot easier for me to just not have art block for long periods of time because of this. But again, you have to mix in other activities. You know, I love video games, right? I can't lie to you. I love, you know, watching TV. I can't lie to you. Sometimes those activities help with the art block, but I think getting a more active hobby kind of really gets those brain juices flowing. So I recommend that, whether you have a gym membership or you have a community sports league, or, you know, some sort of marathon or whatever, man, something that, you know, just kind of stimulates your body. Because, you know, the more, it's weird how it correlates to like your art growth, but like the more healthier you are in terms of like your mindset and how you treat yourself, I think the easier it is to draw and make art. So that's all I'm trying to say with this video. So overall, yes, I think you should draw every day, and don't use the excuse that you don't have time, man. I know so many people who have kids, work a full-time job, and literally they have like other hobbies on top of the art that they do, and they're drawing every day. I don't want to hear that excuse from you guys. Because I mean, I get it. I do get it. You know, it's tough. You know, even with my schedule is filled to the brim. But I still know I can carve out 10 minutes. I can carve out 10 minutes to just do a couple of sketches, and I know you can too. But yeah, these are my thoughts. Again, take what you will from this video, and, you know, if it doesn't apply to you, then hey, you know, that's fine too. Whatever your art journey looks like, it's going to be different from the rest of us. You know, like everyone's journey is, you know, specific to them. So again, take what you want and leave what you want. It's completely fine. I mean, it's all about, you know, having fun at the end of the day. So with that, again, I appreciate you guys. As always, studies will be posted up on Sunday at 12. As always, I'll be back with you guys real soon to chat about more art topics. But again, I appreciate the support on the channel as always. And I'm going to talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.